Yo, what is going on, guys? Jaeky here. Today, I'm going to be going over a beginner's guide on how to play Reyna and give you guys some tips and tricks on how to play her effectively. So, Reyna is a duelist, and when you think of duelist in Valorant, Reyna is probably going to be at the top of your list because literally 3 out of 4 of her abilities require a kill in order to use. So, first, let's start with going over all of her abilities. You have Leer, Devour, Dismiss, and Empress, which is her ult. And Leer is going to be the only ability that you can use on Reyna without needing to kill somebody first. Let's go over her Leer. This is going to be her only ability that she can use in order to get her kills and take fights with. It's going to be her Flash. So this is Reyna's Flash, and basically what it does is when you pull it out, you can throw it a short distance in front of you. You can see the range right here. You can also change the elevation on it. And when you throw it out, it will basically form this little eyeball. Lasts a very short period of time, and what it does is it will near sight any enemy that has the eyeball in their field of view. And keep in mind, this eyeball is destructible, so enemies can shoot at it and break it. There is no range limit on it, so if you're across the map, you can still near sight somebody with the Reyna Leer as long as it's in their field of view. So again, that's what it looks like right there. And if you want to see it from the enemy's POV, this is what it looks like. So that right there is what it looks like. And again, it is a near sight, meaning that you can still see things that are close to you. It's very similar to an Omen Blind. Omen Blind is also a near sight. So you can still see if people are right up on you, but you just can't see like past a certain point. Okay, so that's Reyna's first ability right there. And then moving on, we have Devour and Dismiss. These are both of Reyna's signature abilities. They're tied together. So you can see at the bottom here, I have only 2 charges. And this is with both of them tied together. So if I use Dismiss one time, this will actually take off one of my charges. And then if I use my Devour, it will take another charge. So I only have 2 uses for this. I can either use both of them on a Dismiss or Devour. I can use one for a Devour, one for a Dismiss, or both for a Devour. So you kind of get the gist. They're tied together, and they both need a Soul Orb to use. So a Soul Orb is basically what the enemy drops when they die. You can see here, if I kill this bot right here, it will spawn this little purple orb. There's a time limit on it, so if you don't grab it within that time limit, it will disappear. So if I kill this person, I have a certain amount of time where I can either use my Dismiss or I can use my Devour. Let's first go over Devour. You can see here that enemies that die to Reyna or die within 3 seconds of taking damage from Reyna leave behind a Soul Orb that lasts 3 seconds, so you have 3 seconds to take the orb. Devour will instantly consume a nearby Soul Orb, healing Reyna for a short duration. This is basically just a heal, and you do have to keep line of sight in order for it to work. So for example, just like this, you can see that it heals me up, gives me 50 shield at the bottom here. It's in purple because this shield actually decays. So you can see the time limit here on my overheal. Anything above 100 health will decay over time. But let's say I was 50 health and I used the overheal. It will heal me up to 100 and then also go past that a little bit and give me a bit of shield. All of my health I will keep. There's no time limit to the health, but the shield that I get from the overheal will go away after this little circle finishes. You can see there, all of my shield just disappears. And like I said earlier, you do have to keep line of sight. So if I start healing off a Soul Orb and then I go behind cover, cutting off the trail to the orb, it will cut off my heal. As you can see right here, if I go behind this wall, it actually cuts it off and I don't get that full heal. So if you're trying to get a full heal, you do have to stay in line of sight of the Soul Orb in order to get that heal. So that's Devour. Moving on, we have Dismiss. This basically instantly consumes a Soul Orb, becoming intangible for a short duration. If Empress is active, also become invisible. So basically what this does is, again, you consume a Soul Orb, and this basically lets you become invulnerable. You become sort of like a ghost, and you can float around a little bit. It gives you a little bit of a movement speed boost as well. This is what it looks like. You can see here, there's actually, the time limit's very short, so you only have a very limited amount of time. You can use this ability to reposition into better spots or to escape danger, so you can get a kill and then dismiss out of there just into safety. While you're in the dismissed form, you don't take any sort of damage from gunfire or utilities. So if you're getting hit by utility and you dismiss, you're invulnerable to all sorts of damage while you're dismissed. So you can see this is what it looks like. Again, you do get a movement speed buff, very minor. And if you want to cancel your dismiss early, you can do that as well by just pressing E while you're dismissed to cancel it early. So you can see there that I just canceled it halfway through. So you can do that as well. And this is what the dismiss looks like from the enemy POV. So that's what a dismiss looks like. And as you can see, if your Empress is not activated, you can still see Reyna while she's dismissed. And that leads me on to talk about her ultimate, which is Empress. So basically what this does is you activate it and there's a time limit on it, but it will increase your firing, equip, and reload speed. It's basically like a brimstone stim. And you also gain infinite charges of soul harvest abilities. So what this means is if I activate my ultimate, I can use dismiss as many times as I want. So let's activate it right now. You can also see when you activate your Empress that enemies will get an additional glow. So very similar to if you're playing Viper and somebody steps into your ultimate, this is what they will look like. Just makes it a little bit easier to see your enemies. And you can notice this entire time I've been talking, there's actually a time limit down here on my Empress. So this time limit will reset if I get a kill, as you can see here. I get a kill and instantly it will give me back that timer on my Empress. So when you're popping your Empress, it's very important that you pop it at the appropriate time, not just right at the beginning of a round. You want to pop your Empress when you're about to fight people, because this time limit will run out if you're not killing people while your Empress is active. Okay, so while your Empress is active, what happens when you get a kill? You will immediately start overhealing. You don't have to press anything. If you get a kill on somebody, you will instantly get healed. This is why Reyna is such a powerful duelist for people who get a lot of kills. If you're someone who's really good at aiming and getting kills, and you always find yourself at the top of the leaderboard, Reyna is a perfect agent for you just because all of her abilities build perfectly, just perfectly with someone who can aim super well and get a lot of kills. You can see right there, my Empress ran out, so my heal and everything went away with it. So you do get healed automatically when you kill somebody, as you can see here, but you also get an unlimited amount of dismisses. So you no longer only have 2 dismisses. You can see when I kill somebody, I can dismiss as many times as I want. So as long as you're killing people, you can always dismiss. And another thing is when you have your Empress activated and you dismiss, you actually become invisible. Unlike the normal dismiss where you can still see like Reyna's little ghost flying around when you dismiss. When you dismiss while Empress is activated, you will become completely invisible. It is a very good way to reposition into different corners and different cover when fighting. It's a great way to be able to get away safely. So this is what a dismiss looks like when Empress is activated. As you can see, completely invisible. If you guys want to see a picture-perfect example of Reyna dismiss with Empress being used perfectly, I'll insert a clip of Jogamo in a Radiant game. This clip is extremely popular just because it's basically the perfect example of how to dismiss on Reyna. I'll insert this clip right here so you guys can take a look at it and sort of see how a top tier Reyna plays.
How the fuck did that guy not die?
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh!
That's a special drug.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
He's in ulti.
Wait, wait, wait.
Tower.
One more outside door, outside door. Oh my god.
Player standing.
Are you serious, man?
A.
Push the canteen.
Spike planted. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
What the?
I think Killjoy's tower.
Yeah, I'm here with you.
He's in ulti.
Wait, fight for it.
I think he's still tower.
Oh my god.
But that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my tips and tricks for playing Reyna, and I hope this video helps you guys out. If it does, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.